everybody, it's Ms. Phoebus, and I'm back with day 2 of the Algebra 1 EOC review. That rhymes. I'm so sorry that some of you think that 5 problems is a lot. I guess I spoiled you on the ACT problem of the day. But yes, these should take a little bit more time. ACT, 60 problems, 60 minutes. You should do them quick. EOC, you've got a lot longer time. I really want you to take your time and make sure that you're doing the work and you're getting the right answer. So pace yourself. Don't rush. Okay? Another thing, somebody asked that I make them larger, so I'm going to do that. There was a typo in the first one, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put what's the answer to the question, A, B, C, D, and then you just look at the PowerPoint and choose your answer from there. That just kind of narrows down all of the typo problems that I could potentially do. It won't let me go in and change it after I've already made it. I'm glad that you like it, and I guess we'll keep doing them. I like the whole idea of this is what I think it is, am I right or wrong? We're going to do 5 more. All right, so I know that I have a garden that is, and we assume it's rectangular because that's what we've kind of been working with. This is probably not the greatest worded question, but I would have put a rectangular garden. So here's my rectangular garden. The length is 6 feet more than the width. So if the width is W plus 6. Now in this case, they don't tell you a specific variable to use, but if they give you a variable, you have to use it. They will mark you wrong if you use the wrong variable. They want you to use T's and you use X's. It's wrong. I think it's silly. I know you think that's silly. I want you to get the question right, not because you missed the variable, and anyway. So we want the area is 40 square feet. So here's our algebraic equation, right? Area is length times width. So W times W plus 6 equals 40. You could also, if you write this out, you could also write W squared plus 6W equals 40. That would be accepted. W squared plus 6W minus 40 equals 0. That would also be accepted. They want an equation. So there are a couple different ones that they will accept. What is the length? So you would really need to solve this equation, and let's try to, I think this is factorable, 2 numbers that multiply to give you negative 40 and add to give you 6 are W, let's see, plus 10, W minus 4. And then you would solve W equals negative 10, W equals 4, and that's in feet, but that's not the question. What is the length in feet of the garden? So they want you to come back up here, plug in a 4. 4 plus 6 is 10, so there are 10 feet length. And you might even want to do length equals. I don't know if they would count off for that, but definitely want to include your units. Don't want to miss something because of that. Here's problem number 7. Grace and her brother need $400 to go to band camp. Their parents have agreed to help them earn money by paying them $25 each time they mow the lawn and $10 for each hour they babysit their younger brother. They will have to do a combination of both chores to earn the money. Select an equation that represents the number of lawns they can mow, M, and the number of hours they can babysit, B, to earn $400. So we know that we're adding, right? They're putting their money together. So that automatically throws out P and S. And then the rest of this is making sure that the coefficient lines up with the variable. So 25 for mowing the lawn. Mowing the lawn is M, so we need a 25M. That's why we will choose R. All right, select all tables that could represent a function. So you have to choose at least one, I would assume. If none of them work, then I might want to indicate that somehow. But this is a multiple select, so I would say that if one of them does not represent a function and they don't give you that option, then one of them is at the very least. But this may mean that more of them are. In order to be a function, each x can have only one y. So we're looking for repeating x's and we'll throw them out. So I've got -4, -1, 1, and 4. A is a function. I've got 0, 2, 4, and 6. B is a function. I've got 1, 3, 3, and 7. That's causing problems right there, not a function. I've got 5, 5, 5, 5. Guess what? Not a function. I've got -3, -2, 1, and 0. That is a function. So A, B, and E. So they will tell you select all that apply, or they will indicate, maybe sometimes they will say which 2 of these. So if they're telling you which 2, don't pick 3, and don't pick 1, pick 2 of them. So make sure you're reading the wording on the questions before. I try to underline things, but sometimes they bolded all, but I usually like put in all caps. So make sure you're reading and getting those instructions. Here's problem number 9. The polynomial f of x equals x squared plus kx plus 81 is a perfect square trinomial. What is the value of k? So this perfect square trinomial piece, that means I can write it as something squared. So I know that I would have an x in there, and I know that I would say, what times itself is 81? That's a +9. Could be a -9. So it looks like we may have 2 values. They do indicate a positive, but I would say that, if we were going to multiply this out, we do have 2 possibilities. I didn't think about that before. We could also have this one. So maybe a better wording would be, what is the positive value of k, or something like that. But you would have x squared plus 9x plus 9x plus 81. And the real idea is, what is the coefficient like this gives you? Minus 9x minus 9x plus 81. So I am going to be happy with either a positive 18 is what k is, or a -18, or both. Okay, what is the value of k? K could be +18 or -18. I don't think whoever wrote this question thought all the way through. It happens sometimes. All right, here's number 10. All right, in order to work this out, you either have to be willing to deal with fractions if you divide this whole entire side by 4, or we could multiply by 4. If we're going to multiply by 4, which is what I would choose to do, then I have to make sure I distribute that 4. So I would have 16x minus 28 is greater than or equal to -12x plus 14. They definitely want us to put our x on the left-hand side, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you're not writing this down, like you're trying to do it all in your head while you do these problems, please try to make sure you write this down. You're going to have a booklet for the end of course. I want you to be writing in your booklet. All right, 14 plus 28 is 42. All right, I already can tell I'm about to divide by a positive, so my inequality symbol is not going to flip, so I could throw this out and that out, and then I've got to figure out, well, 42 over 28 reduces, are both divisible by 7 6/4, which is 3 over 2. So we're going to go with C. How'd that go? All right, ladies and gentlemen, those are your 5 EOC review problems on day 2. Hopefully you did well. If not, maybe I jogged your memory a little bit. If there are any questions that you have on anything, or you find another typo, please let me know. I will do my best to fix it. But I guess that's it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.